Good afternoon, friends. We are talking about less and less, paperless, Google-less, and I think now we are looking audience-less. So let me start my topic. I am a fan of Sadhguru, and I just read his quote. Like we have been talking since morning about upgrading technology. You must decide whether you have come here to experience life or to avoid life. I think if this is the basis of taking decisions, you can do wonders. Never let your fear decide your future. So you should not be fearful what Dr. Satish Pandya will saying, okay, what will happen, how I'll do. Okay, so I am Sanjeev Goyal, and we are all part of the computer group. This talk I gave in 2017 when we had demonetization. And this picture, I or many of you cannot forget because I think doctors are famous for making cash money. I think till demonetization, I believe that 90% of the money was collected in cash. We still collect in cash, but that scene is changing now. So this one talk on 8th of November 2016, it changed the whole scenario. And I think in last 6 years, we have come way ahead. I think we are one of the largest e-communication making transactions in the world. So before demonetization, 95% of transactions were in cash, and more than 90% of the doctors' collection was in cash. The reason is very obvious. It was very advantageous for doctors. It was convenient for patients. Income could be adjusted, and there were no transaction fees. After demonetization, this realization came that we are able to do less and less with cash or with black money, as you call it. I don't call it black money. I call it money which we make from our own efforts, but we don't pay tax on it. Black money, I classify as that which is made by politicians because of no work and no tax. So ours is a hard-earned white money, but only thing we don't pay tax. And now more doctors, as I said, are adopting non-cash payments. So I think if you are all practicing pediatricians, how many of you are collecting the payments by other than cash means? Can you raise your hands? I think quite a number of them. How many of you are collecting the payments by debit card and credit cards? Yes, there are few but quite less. So I think now there was a time, and India is very developing country in e-transactions. Now everyone is collecting money by QR codes or by UPI. You go to any fruit vendor, you go to any, even if you go to Mandir, the person who keeps all your chappals will also collect money by QR code because you have to give 2 rupees or 3 rupees. And I was told that some beggars have also started collecting money by QR codes. So this is the latest. So it has become so popular. And in case even one of you is not collecting money by QR code, so it is time that you go tomorrow to your bank and ask them to make a QR code for you because that is the simplest way to transfer money and it is free. So I'll tell you some of the ways in which you can collect money. You can collect via QR code, via mobile numbers, UPI, debit card, credit cards, NEFT, RTGS, IMPS and checks. So as I already told, QR code is the most popular and it is the easiest. So what it does is it will link your bank account to some mobile number, and QR code is basically, what is QR code? It collects some information. It can be about bank, it can be about your personal data. So whenever anyone scans your QR code, so he can directly transfer the money to your bank account. So to get a QR code, you can go to bank branch and you can contact the relationship manager. I think we all have so much of transactions. We all must be having our relationship managers. And now bank from their end also they ask if, sir, if you want QR code, we'll provide to you. You can print it with the staff, you can share it with the staff, you can share with the patients, and it is bank-to-bank transfer, and it is free as of now. I recently heard that they are going to charge it because now government wants to collect money from whatever sources they want. So you can collect QR code from many apps. Basically, there are intermediaries, whether it is Bharat Pay or Google Pay or Amazon, or you can get directly QR code from your bank also. So it is very simple. You download any of these apps. I have just given Bharat Pay for simplicity because it is quite popular these days. Bharat Pay, the founder of Bharat Pay. So the moment you download, it will ask you from which number you want to link your account. Okay, then the best part these days, suppose I am having a SIM card in my mobile, and if that SIM card is registered with the bank, then only I can link my bank account, otherwise I cannot. Suppose Samir gives me his mobile number, and I cannot link the bank accounts linked to his mobile number on my mobile instrument. So that is a very good and beautiful thing. So it will automatically verify my SIM, and it will within 1 minute. If any one of you is not having this QR code, you can download Bharat Pay. You can immediately get QR code in less than 1 minute. Okay, and this QR code is connected to your bank account. The moment you share it with someone, so the money which he transfers will go into your bank account. Okay, so this is a QR code which is instantly generated, which you can take a printout and put in your reception or your billing area. Okay, so the best part is it will give you all the information which you want, okay, what transactions had taken place, who had paid the money, whether the money has been settled or not. Okay, so this is how what you can do is you can ask someone, you can collect money by sending to them as SMS also. Okay, so what here I have done is I have written one number and I have asked for 100 rupees, and I'll send that via WhatsApp to that person. That person will get a link, and if he clicks on this link, then he can make the payment. So it is so simple. Sometimes, in pediatric practice, what happens is the mother accompanies the patient. And, it is beneficial that they want to put a vaccine worth 3,000 rupees, and they are only carrying 500 rupees. Okay. So what we tell them is, okay, you get the vaccine, either you or the child's father can pay sitting at home or sitting anywhere. We just share the QR code and they can make the payments. Okay, so GPay is very similar. I find GPay very useful app. So either Bharat Pay, GPay, okay. And the daily limit of GPay is around 1 lakh rupees. Or here it is mentioned 10 lakh. If you do KYC, they are slowly upgrading the limits. But as of now, as I remember, the daily transaction limit of UPI is 1 lakh rupees. You can receive payments by giving your mobile number also, but I don't find it very good because as doctors, we don't like to share the mobile numbers with anyone. Otherwise, if someone closes there and we already shared the mobile number, if we give the mobile number to someone, you must have all be remembering that through Paytm, we used to transfer money by giving the mobile number. And because mobile numbers are linked to bank, so that money goes to the bank account. Another is UPI Pay. First was QR code and this is UPI Pay. So you can create your own UPI Pay ID, like my UPI ID is Goel Sanjeev at SDFC Bank. Everyone is free and everyone is welcome to store this UPI ID. It is not a secret. You can share it with anyone and you can send me whatever money you want. So, and all the apps, they have different UPI. Okay, so I have Goel Sanjeev at SDFC Bank 98252-65114, which is my mobile number at UPI. And this, if you send from your mobile on this UPI ID, I'll instantly get the money. Again, it is free as of now. Now, this is one area which is very narrow and which is open. Because in this, if we receive money via credit or debit cards, we have to pay. We have to pay some fees to the merchants. It can vary from 1% to 2.5 or 3% plus GST. So many people do not discourage, and you would have seen these days those people who are accepting the QR code, they will discourage you from giving by credit card because you have to pay. So, and I have seen many doctors, they are not accepting credit card payments. But I think it is a good idea to accept credit card payments because many times they come with debit card or credit card and they want to pay. So I would all request, even medium or all hospitals or all nursing homes should ideally have this swipe machines. But then you should all be ready to accept all kinds of payments. See, basically it is going to increase your footfall. Don't worry about 1%. This 1% can convert it to 100%. If the patient goes without, because he is not having money and he is having debit or credit card, he is not going to come back to you. So this 1% is not a big amount you should all have. So in your clinic, you should have written in bold letters that all kinds of payments are accepted, like they write in so many places. So these are swipe machines which we all see. See, what I feel is sometimes as doctors, we are very stingy. We want that whenever we go for shopping, whenever we do online shopping, everything should be accepted. But when someone comes to us, we do not want to part with even small percentage. Okay, so I think we need to come out of that mindset. Swipe card machines, as I already told you, people are comfortable. And they are all known as point of sale machines. They are app based. One more thing I came across is, I'll just share that. This is POS. I'm not going into details of this. You know, POS, they all carry monthly rentals. So, and sometimes they go out of battery and you have to depend upon bank. So recently I got this app which will generate a link where you can receive payments. Like this is a Smart Hub app from SDFC Bank. So this is installed in my mobile. I do not have swipe machines, and all that phishing and everything can be taken care of. You just write down, suppose you want to collect cash, you can collect by SMS link. So what you write down the amount, you write down the mobile number of the person from whom you want to collect the money, and the link will go to that person. That person will enter all the details in his mobile of the credit card and the payment will be made. It is advantageous in the two ways. No swipe machine is required. It is safe for you and for the patients or for the customer because they do not have to share anything with you. So Smart Hub, it's a mobile app. It is very good, available by SDFC Bank at least. I think we are all aware of NEFT, IMPS, RTGS. NEFT, IMPS is normally we have very short stay patients. So normally it is not encouraged, but if some patient is coming to you off and on, they can save your bank details in their account, bank account, and then they can pay you through NEFT, IMPS. I think all of you must be knowing about NEFT, IMPS. Checks. I think some places where the stay in the hospital is very long, that time you can accept checks. But be aware that if you accept checks, it is very difficult. If the check bounces, it is very difficult to get back the money. All the laws are there, but no one follows the law. And the cases may take years and years even if you file against someone. So take home message is patient should be given all the options of payment to increase the footfall. We should not be afraid of change. Thank you so much.